I'm Prim Saripapat with your ESPN headline. David Price made history on Friday. According to multiple media outlets, the Detroit Tigers pitcher signed a one-year deal worth $19.75 million, making it the largest one-year deal for a player who filed for arbitration. Joining us now is Jayson Stark. So, Jayson, how important was this for the Tigers?
Well, Prim, this deal was going to get done. The only question really was how much was it going to be for, and the fact that he fell just shy of $20 million on a one-year deal is incredible and historic. No arbitration eligible player who actually filed for arbitration has ever gotten that much money, and the only pitcher with 5+ years of experience who's ever gotten that much money on any kind of contract is Clayton Kershaw. So he's in historic territory, but everybody knows that this is just the pregame show that when David Price hits free agency in a year, the numbers are going to be much bigger.
Yes, no doubt about that. Now, how does this impact the Tigers getting Max Scherzer back?
Well, that is really the big question. If you really look at the Tigers' payroll, it's hard to see how they can afford both David Price and Max Scherzer. You just do the math. With this deal, this means they now have $116.5 million coming to 6 players next year: Miguel Cabrera, Justin Verlander, Ian Kinsler, Victor Martinez, Anibal Sanchez, and David Price. If they were to sign Max Scherzer, that would put them in the neighborhood of $140 million for 7 players, and that's just not a sustainable payroll structure, even for Mike Ilitch. And so I don't think there's a scenario out there that I see on which both David Price and Max Scherzer are on the Tigers next year. For them to afford Max Scherzer, they probably have to trade David Price, and they'll have takers for him, but to try to put that together and time it with negotiating with Scott Boras and finding the right price point and right length of deal for Max Scherzer, that's a real challenge. And so the way I look at it is this deal makes it less likely than ever that Max Scherzer is back in the Tigers next year.
Well, for now, the Tigers have locked down Price. Last season, he was 15-12 with a 3.26 ERA and a league-leading 271 strikeouts with the Rays. And the Tigers will keep you updated with this story. Keep it logged on to ESPN.com. Jayson Stark, thank you for your time today.
Thanks, Prim.